Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a poor girl named Lavinia. She resided in a tiny hut and had long purple hair that shimmered in the sunlight. Despite her beauty, the villagers mocked her with strange names, considering her odd and poor. Lavinia was often lonely and spent most of her days in solitude, longing for companionship. One day, while Lavinia was walking to the market, she noticed a large woman lying unconscious on the ground. Moved by compassion, Lavinia approached and carried her to her hut. She provided food and water, and soon the woman regained consciousness. To Lavinia's surprise, the woman recognized her immediately. She was a princess who had been kidnapped from her palace years ago. Seeing Lavinia's distinctive purple hair, she realized she had finally found the girl she had been searching for all these years. Lavinia, in fact, was the lost princess, abducted from her palace in childhood. The princess had been taken to the forest by a witch who coveted Lavinia's magical hair for its mystical powers. However, palace guards had intervened before the witch could use the magic, losing track of Lavinia in the process. Overjoyed to have finally found her, the princess treated Lavinia with kindness and gratitude. She asked if she could stay with Lavinia for a few days until arrangements were made. Lavinia, unaware of her true identity, agreed, grateful for the company as she had no friends of her own. Little did Lavinia know that the princess had plans of her own. She intended to wait for the right moment to cut Lavinia's magical hair and reclaim what was rightfully hers. Meanwhile, in another part of the kingdom, Prince Hazel, who was the princess's betrothed, had heard about Lavinia. He had grown up hearing tales of the princess's abduction and the magical purple hair that marked her. Determined to find her, Prince Hazel traveled far and wide, asking everyone he met about Lavinia. Finally, he arrived at the village where Lavinia lived. As he inquired about her, he came across Lavinia herself, unaware of her true identity. Prince Hazel was captivated by her appearance and resolved to see for himself if she was indeed the lost princess. He kept his true identity hidden, afraid that Lavinia might not believe him. Back at Lavinia's hut, the princess was growing impatient. She had been waiting for the right moment to cut Lavinia's hair and use its magic for herself. One night, while Lavinia and the princess were asleep, the witch sneaked into the hut with a pair of scissors. She attempted to cut Lavinia's hair, but the magical properties of her hair suddenly reacted with a loud noise, waking up Hazel. Hazel rushed into the hut and caught the witch in the act. He summoned the guards who took the witch into custody. The princess was relieved that Lavinia was safe. She confessed her love for Hazel, and they decided to get married. Hazel and Lavinia left the hut and moved into the palace, where they lived happily ever after. They had many children, all inheriting Lavinia's magical purple hair and its mystical powers. The kingdom prospered under their benevolent rule, and Lavinia finally found the love and companionship she had always desired. In the end, the village celebrated the return of their lost princess, now a queen, and Prince Hazel, who had found his true love in Lavinia. The tale of Lavinia's journey from a lonely girl in a small village to a beloved queen with magical powers became a legend that was passed down through generations, reminding everyone of the power of kindness, love, and destiny.